Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Know what a woman is looking for. Now, I follow, there's a old friend of mine. I actually knew her before I followed her on Instagram. Actually, she actually broke bread with my family before. But she had said something on both Instagram and Facebook that was deep. I was like, damn, that's deep. She said, if you ever had sex in exchange for love, consider yourself a sex worker. And she was talking to the women. And then she said, money isn't the only currency out there. And I was like, damn. Now, that second part, that's a whole other video. That's a whole other video. Let me shout out Cousin T-Tar. That's something he had talked about. I don't know if he's talked about it publicly yet. But, if you've ever had sex in exchange for love, consider yourself a sex worker. Damn, that's deep as hell. And we can get into that, but I don't want to get too deep into that part. But there's another aspect I want to get into. If you think about what was said, I thought about it. It's like a lot of times, men, when they dealing with women, when y'all dealing with women, y'all don't know what she looking for. You looking at y'all see a pretty face, big breastises, and big old butt dunk. And for y'all feet lovers, nice toes. And you thinking, yeah, I want to tear that up. And I ain't admonishing y'all. Shit, I've been there. But a lot of times we're so focused on our agenda, we ain't thinking about her agenda. Understand something. And I've said this before, but I got plenty of new subscribers, and for the old ones who might have heard a video of me talking about this, it's a reminder. Women always have their agenda. Women always have their agenda. Don't think a woman just out here chilling. I don't care. If you see that woman, you could be at a club, bar, she's sitting there chilling, looking all innocent. She probably like la-da-da-da-da, got her legs crossed. And you thinking, oh yeah, she innocent. You talk to her, she acting all demure, giggling a little bit, like hee hee. And you thinking, yeah, you got control of this situation, and she just here chilling. Like she might even say it to you, yo, I'm just happy to be here. It's like, okay. Don't believe that for a second. She had an agenda. In fact, she'll go back, y'all might exchange numbers and something, and then she'll go back to her girlfriends and she'd be like, girl, you know that dude I've been checking out for 2 months? He finally noticed me. Yeah, I just put myself right in his path, crossed my legs, and he came on over. Yeah, she'd be like, I got him. Shoot. And I've mentioned Malcolm X. I mentioned his autobiography. He said that in there. He thought he was running everything, but then after he got married to Betty and her girlfriends were saying, they were telling her, yeah, you got him. I'm like, what? Understand something. Women always know a woman has an agenda, even if it ain't obvious to you. It probably ain't. They real practiced at it. That's why like pimps and real players will say, yeah, the game belonged to women. And I've had women tell me that some dude pull up on him and the dude think he doing something because he ain't seen a woman before. And the women are like, nah, they been seeing him. I've had women tell me that. I've had women tell me some stuff I've dealt with, or they done see me around the office, college campus or something. And I'm like, I never seen you before. And that woman know who every woman you done dated. Shoot, even some of the women you've been in an underworld relationship with. And I'm like, man, but they knew it and they wanted you, and it's like, boom. When you dealing with a woman, even if you just got to ask her straight up, be like, what you looking for? Some of them might tell you. Some of them say, look, this is what I'm looking for. If you honest, act like some might tell you, look, they just looking for some good D. All right, that's cool. And some other ones might tell you, they're like, well, they looking for a husband. They got an agenda. They looking at you for something. They got, shout out Alan Roger Curry. I think he did a video on this. It's like, yeah, women choosing, but what they choosing you for? That's that agenda. They got something. They put you in some category and they already know, all right, this is what I want him to do. Problem is, men don't know. Now, that woman done chose you for a husband and you think this just a booty call. And then she might be in a situation, say, okay, I got to get him to the point he want to get married. Let me give him some. She ain't really in love with your ass. You know, shoot, that sex is a currency to get what she want from you. That's her agenda. Now, for the ones who don't tell you straight up, the ones who ain't going to tell you, or the ones who act like, or they want to play stupid when you ask them directly, pay attention to their actions, what they leaning towards. Like a good way to know if a woman looking at you as a husband, she ain't going to want to have sex with you right away. Because she's trying to program you, and I'm going to use the word program. She's going to program you to think she a good woman. Even though she knows she done did 1,000 things with some guys, but if they all of a sudden they get chast or a born again virgin, after they done got down, and sometimes you might even know the people she got down with. All of a sudden she want to change up with you, and some women will tell you that. It was like, well, yeah, I used to do this and have one night stands, but I'm a born again virgin there. You know, I'm saving it because I made a promise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And the women who follow me, they'll say, well, yeah, I made it to my, I made a promise to the great pumpkin through Linus. Pumpkinhead is his son. Hallelujah. But you know how some women do, but they already have an idea or whatever. Or if they looking at you, they just need you to move some furniture around, shoot. And they come up, they all friendly and stuff. And it's like, well, wait a minute. They ain't real flirty or anything, and they keeping it on friendly topics. See, those type, they might let you know right away that there's some other guy in a picture, but they going to see how much you want to do it. You got to love it in a way. You got to respect it in a way, because these women slick as hell. I'm like, damn, girl, I respect the game. You know? Don't care to play it, but I respect it. I was like, man, I've even told some women in the past. I said, you know, I like how you did that. You know? You about to empty out that dude's bank account and stuff. You did that real slick. They be like, thank you. It's like, don't think you're going to do that with me. Some do, though. But I say, shit, I already know you got an agenda. You know? So you need to figure it out. So it's like, start off asking if you question it. It's like, you know, or if you get slick enough and you dealt with enough women, you can kind of figure it out right away. You know? And really, sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes women will tell you what their agenda is, but like I said, we still focus on their cleavage. We still focus, so we kind of miss what they just said. Like women will tell you they're going to bust a move right up front. And let me shout out Cousin T-Tar again, because y'all should check him out. And check him out privately, too, because one thing about Cousin T-Tar, that dude's a linguist. That dude understands language probably better than anybody, I think. So he understands how women really communicate. You know? He understands they communicate a certain way. And that's part of like learning the language anyway. Just, you know, it's more than just knowing the words or the meaning of something. It's the tone and how you say it. Like, I dealt with a couple Japanese women before, and there's certain tones you start listening to the words and you just like, oh, yeah, it means more than just them saying whatever. So you got to listen to all of that. Listen to the agenda. Always think in terms, as soon as you meet a woman, what's her agenda? If a woman approach you, especially if she approach you, if you're one of those dudes who get women to approach you, what's her agenda? Or if you approach the woman, what's her agenda in even entertaining your approach? You always got to know, because women... Really, money goes through women because on a natural level, they understand trade. On a natural level. Now, that's some deeper metaphysical stuff that, I don't know, I'll charge for that video. I'll charge. I got to bring some people in to help with that one. But understand that they always have an agenda. You need, as a man, you need to understand what her particular agenda is. Sometimes it could be just having a baby with you or something, you know? And like I said, if you listen, you learn to listen. Like many men have to learn to listen to women. A lot of guys say, oh, don't listen to women. No, you listen to them because they will tell you how they're going to bust a move on you. They will tell you how. Now, you don't have to take you don't have to like, just because they say something, take it at face value or something, but you still listen. You listen for patterns. What are they talking about? They talking marriage? They just want to have fun? Shoot, I remember one time I hooked up with a woman. And here's her conversation. She was like, yeah, it'd be great to have a friend just to have sex with, no strings attached. Now, somebody not paying attention would think, oh, she just want that and just keep going. But then I listened to it. I said, next day, I said, hey, you want to go to this motel? And she was like, boom. She didn't hesitate because I said she already put out what her agenda was from the get-go. So understand that. Always know what a woman is looking for. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.